Oi oi, hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new game we are checking out today called Dustland Delivery. It's a different spin on a trucking game, but yeah, it's got lots of deep mechanics into it. I guess the best thing you can compare it to is like the Oregon Trail, that kind of thing. Now I know that game's kind of been adapted to different elements along, throughout the years, but yeah, this is the latest iteration of that game, I guess. It's got its own thing going on as well, but anyway, we're going to check it out today. But other than that, guys, I hope you are well, and let's get into it. All right, now, because this is such a deep, complex game with loads of mechanics going on, I thought I'd just do the tutorial today, guys, to show you, so you can get an idea of what it's about, what it's like. It does get pretty intense, yeah. So, right, you have arrived in driving school, a driving school for prospective Dustland truckers, where your dreams begin. Right, welcome to Dustland Delivery Driving School. You'll learn how to make deliveries in a land filled with maniacs and monsters. All right then, I'm ready to go. Yeah, it says maniacs and monsters because there's combat in this game. I haven't experienced it myself yet, but yeah. Right, are you ready to go? We are ready to go. Right, we've got to buy some fuel for our truck. Okay, what a hassle. Yeah, it's got like, so you can speech checks and stuff like that in it as well, but anyway. This is kind of the graphic style of the game. Like I say, it's very much similar to Oregon Trail. You'll see why. You drive along this kind of automated drive. You don't actually drive the truck. But anyway, I'll show you. Right, tasks. So the first task we got is buy 500 units of fuel and start your truck. Okay. So let's do that. Let's go to the store. So yeah, you've got the store, you can chat to people, you've got bars, you've got inns, you've got garages, you've got, repair your truck, all kinds of stuff. You buy supplies and all. Speaking of which, we've got buy 500 units of fuel. So let's do that. Back up a bit. Right, 500, confirm. There we go. Job done. So I'll give you a simple task to begin with. So okay, we've bought that. And then we've got to start the truck now. So very limited here because, like I say, it's a tutorial. Normally the other squares you can see on the right hand side will have bars and inns and that kind of stuff. Anyway, right, let's start the truck. Right, let's get this engine purring. Requires 1,000 fuel. We do have 1,000 fuel now. I don't know why it says requires 1,000, because it's not as if it uses 1,000, but I guess the 1,000 to get started. I don't know. Anyway, let's start the truck. Great, now let's test your driving skills by driving to a nearby city. Open up the map and set waypoints. Now we don't actually drive the truck, like I say. Right, blah, 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 yep, confirm. So the map's down here. We've got so this is our drive over here. You can navigate using the D-pad. I think you can use left stick as well, yeah you can. I prefer D-pad. But yeah, you can click on your driver. Gives you all in now. There's lots of stats here. I love stats and stuff like this, man. They've got virtual intellect, speech, crafting, cooking, hunting, fishing, even farming. I don't know how that comes into play, but yeah, here you got attack bonuses for our kind of character. We can equip the head. You can equip all the equipment, body, melee, and you have guns as well, like rifles and stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I haven't done no combat yet, so tasks. Okay, so we've got to drive to the next city. Test out your driving skills to drive to the nearest city, open up the map and set waypoints. Now you can just press square on here and it'll jump to the map. So here we are. It's very, like I say, very limited. The actual real game, the bigger, the full game has bigger maps and stuff. Right, so we've got to drive to Mushangawa. I don't know what that one there. So what you do, you set waypoints. So we can just press triangle to set waypoints. So we're here. We'll drive straight down here, right. Then once you press triangle to set waypoint, just literally press square to depart. And again, yeah, this is why I say it's like the Oregon Trail, because see, this will happen as well. Dust storms. So dust storms will reduce your horsepower and dramatically increase your engine's temperature. Right, okay. Just drive through that for now. Yeah, what happens is I've got it set to over here. Automatron here, you can click on that and you can click stop for dust storms or auto swap drive, all that kind of stuff. So I've turned them off for now, so we can drive straight through them. Right, here we are. We reached Mushangawa. I don't know what that is. Situated at the foot of a snow-capped mountain. This city uses its ample water to grow rice. Understood? Okay. Right. So yeah, when you first pull into a town, you get first impressions of the town kind of thing, and you get intellect XP, as you can see there. The town looks good. Impressive. Well, not really. You drove down a straight road across a flat plain. Anyway, let's move on to the next task. Right, as you can see, the city of Mochoagua, or whatever that is, produces nothing but food. As a result, the rations are dirt cheap here. So what you got to do, buy low, sell high, you know, that's what it's going to teach you now. Over to the west is Tyreton, an industrial city that produces tyres. They can sell tyres for cheap, but all their workers have got a shortage of food. So you can see where this is going, don't you? So basically what we've got to do is giving us some scrap to get us started. We've obviously got to buy as much food as possible to sell it to Tyreton. So over here. In total, we need to earn 1,500 scrap. Remember, buy rations here and then sell them to Tyreton. Yep, we will do that. Okay, so now we can go to the store. And I'm going to buy as many rations as I can. So this is all the items. Now this is the abundant items, meaning that what they produce the most. The scarce items, they need tyres, obviously, yeah, so that's pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to buy as many rations as we can. Alright, let's have a look. How much can we buy? So we got 1,200 scrap. So we can buy 1,200. Oh, 1,267 we can buy. Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. Confirm that. Right, cool. Now let's go back to, if we leave the city now. Oh no, we set a waypoint first. You can go back to here. Like I say, because it is the demo, it's just kind of showing you, it's very basic to get you started to, to understand the mechanics of the game. So Tyreton is this one here. So there's a mountain running straight through in between these two. So what happens is if you set a target point here, it's not going to go. See, so what you've got to do is, let's reset that. So obviously what we've got to do to get around to that town, to Tyreton, we just have to press triangle here. Try and keep it tight to the mountain so we don't drift off too far and use less fuel. In fact, let's reset that and try and keep it tight. There we go. And that's it. Then we just press square to depart. And then along the way you'll have things like, here we go, dust storms, tyres probably pop, that kind of thing. So you need to kind of keep up the maintenance. Crew fatigued, right, so we need to stop what we're doing. We can press R2 at any time to stop. And then if we camp, select a camp, and then select sleep, that will reset our fatigue. Like that, there we go, and then we're good to go again. So another click of the R2, and away we go. Yeah, there is some kind of plague infection in this game, as you can see, top left-hand corner screen. Not too sure about that yet, because I haven't really delved into it that much. Like, just done a tutorial myself today, and started a new game. You'll drink water, there you go, automatically. Right, we've hit Tyreton now. You've arrived in Tyreton. This city grows rubber plants to fuel its flourishing tyre industry. Okay. Right, now we're here. We need to go to the store. So we click on the store there, and we're going to sell them all the rations we had. So abundant items, again, they sell tyres. So basically it's all items, what they produce most of and what they need. So we are going to sell them all the rations. Well, yeah, I guess we can sell them all the rations because we're selling the demos. So we're going to sell them all the rations we are holding for now because it's only a demo. We don't have to worry about it too much. So let's do as much as we can. There we go. Right, let's confirm that. Sold 47 rations. There we go. So I made loads of money. As you can see, 2,500 scrap. But now what we've got to buy is a load of tyres. So we've got to buy these and still make 1,500 scrap. So what I'm going to do is buy. I'm not sure how many to buy. I guess I can buy them all. Yeah, there you go. Look. Yeah, we can buy them all comfortably. Right, let's do that then. Cool. Now we can plan our route from here using the map. Again, if you want to reset all these checkpoints, just one click of the L button, L3, left stick, and then yeah, we're going to go back to Muchagawagawa, where that place is, and then yeah, sell them all the tyres. So triangle, triangle, square. Let's do it. Like I say, because this is the demo, we didn't buy no food supplies, no water and stuff like that. It does give you some to begin with. Right, we're fatigued. Let's stop. It tells you the temperature as well, engine temperature, sorry. So you can see if you need water required. It's very deep. It's got lots of deep mechanics. Like you have to maintain basically everything: your crew, hunger, food, the truck, maintenance. Okay, we're going to camp here, and we need to sleep that fatigue off. There we go, and set out again. Now I think you do come across like the infected people or bandits and bandits, raiders, that kind of thing. I think I've seen some in the trailer. There are some. It shows you a bit of combat, not much though. But right, there we go. Now we can sell them all these tires. So go to the store and sell them all the tires. That's how you make your money in this game, basically. So sell all the whole lot. Confirm. There we go. Now we're up to 3,000 scrap. Nice one. So it's basically mission completed. Let's have a look at the tasks. Right, that's it. So now go to the instructor button. And you got the money? Yeah, we got it. And we've still got 1,500 left as well. Right, great job. The instructor says as you watch him move the scrap from your truck to his, you've learned how to make a buck in the Dustlands. Now get. You've got a whole world waiting for you. So basically that is the tutorial. That is how we do it. Right, fine, we'll give them that. There you go. We go back to the main menu and then you can start your own game. I'll just quickly show you this. So the Sand-Swept Hills is just for the tutorial. They've got Haggard Plains and you've got the Twilight Valley. Now this, the Sheol, whatever that is a DLC, which is bloody expensive actually. For a game like this, it's like a 12 quid for that, just that one DLC for another like map. That's a bit, I thought it's a bit over the top to be honest, but yeah, we go to Haggard Plains and I'll show you how this works. Right, so this is what happens when you start. You're free to create your own character. You can do that custom character, or you have the preset character. Now the preset character has default stats you can't really change. So as you can see down here, attack, fitness, appetite, focus, speech, blah 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 blah. Speech is a good one to have because you're going to be bargaining and talking to lots of people in these different towns. So definitely recommend that. Farming, I don't know how farming comes into it, but anyway, we've got supplies on the right hand side there, what it kind of gives you. But like I say, you are free to make a custom character, adjust, assign all the points, what you want to do, and so on as well. Now, in this game, you can hire people when you reach towns to accompany you on your journey, which is highly advisable because, with different skills. So what we can do, just for the sake of the video, and on the left-hand side here, we can have different modes here. So, aesthetic mode, character needs greatly decreased, so that makes it easier basically. Essentially, fate mode is reloading won't change random events and so on. Infection mode is probably the hardest one. Plague zones grow over time. And salary mode, okay, recruited characters are paid salaries. So yeah, lots of different options there. We're gonna just go for that for now, and I think I'll have the preset character. There we go, just confirm that. Now I put it on aesthetic mode just because it's first time playing this. I don't know how brutal it's going to be, so if we confirm that then. And so it begins. Until today you were just another ordinary Dustlander, a small-time merchant in Valleyville. It was a simple life but a comfortable one. You never saw the Dustlands with cynicism others seem to. Looking out into the vast world you hardly set foot in, you saw an opportunity and adventure, an unknown waiting to be known. One day you decided you weren't going to waste any more time and sold all your worldly possessions to buy a truck. You've just picked up your truck from a dealership outside the city. Now it's time to return to Valleyville and get the rest of your belongings. Right, okay, let's hit the road. Right, so here we are. Okay, right, guns. Now it's flashing on the top screen there. Look, you have guns in your inventory but haven't equipped them. Okay, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Right, so what we've got to do is click on our character and we've got to equip him. So these are the basic things it gives you to begin with to set you off. So we can put, now each kind of helmet and pieces of armor give you different stats. So electrician hard hat gives you more crafting, 20%. I'm going to wear the beanie for now because charm and fitness. Body, we've got no body armor at the moment. Metal club, no attachments, and we've got a gun. There we go, musket. Now I haven't had a chance to use, like I say, I haven't done any of the combat in this game yet. So down the bottom here is your current status, your hunger, your fatigue, stress, and thirst down here. So you've got to manage those as well. Like I say, it's very, very in depth, man. It's insane. I can drink coffee, alcohol. Look at this. Look, drink water, eat. Lovely. I'm not sure you level up yet. Like I say, I don't know, but that's that. Right, we're equipped now. Right, what's it telling us to do now? Right, main story quest. So it's got a storyline to it. Visit Valleyville to get the rest of your belongings. So we can go straight from here, press square, and now this is the proper map. Now, as you can see, look, it is massive. We've got different zones, infected zones. Yeah, like I said, I don't know about the combat yet. Infection 20, infection 20, infection 50. Yeah, I don't quite understand the infection thing at the moment, but yeah. Right, so first stop is Valleyville. We need to pick up our belongings. So set a target and away we go. Right, what does L2 do? Oh, hold on 1 second. Not long after setting out, you remember a story an old timer once told you about some hapless trucker who got tired while driving through the Dustlands, that he fell asleep in the middle of the plague zone and the infected didn't let him sleep for very long. Okay, you think you might be wise to help him once? Right, okay. So the infected zone is... Hold on 1 second. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right, helping hand. So we've got side quests as well. Adding more truckers to your crew will make travelling a lot safer. Right, okay, let's continue on. Set out. You have arrived in Valleyville, a large city in the central Dustlands, a lawful place, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't like games that don't like do the voice, the voice acting. I know sometimes devs don't have the money, but it makes it a lot easier. Right, blah blah blah. We've got to pick up our belongings. Okay. Right, here's a town. There's more bustling, you see, than in the tutorial one. A lot more going on. There's different factions as well. Top left-hand corner screen, you can see the current faction of this town is Tyrannus. Now, I have no idea. If we press that, there we go. Right, Tyrannus. Yeah, we've got different, as you can see, look. Civitas, Syndicate, Milsec. Now, the red ones, I'm guessing, are bastards. Dust Wolves and Metropole are not good people by the looks of it. But, yeah, right, okay, so tasks. Right. You have a land deed in Tyrannus. Couldn't hurt to claim it. Head to Tyrannus. Okay, so we've got land deed. All right, we have land. Maybe that's where the farming that comes into it. Right, for the main story now, we've got to... Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Whoa. Back up to that. We've got a land deed in Tyrannus and a land deed in Starlight City as well. Right, okay. But for now, I think we're going to hire another person for our team, so we can go to the inn and we can look at what's the lobby. Let's go to the lobby. Oh no, that's resting. I don't do that. The bar. Sorry, that's not the bar. The bar and the inn. Sometimes in games, bar and inns are the same thing. But anyway, yeah, go to the bar. Now, what we can do, we can interact with these people to find out what faction, what they're like. So if we interact with them like that. Right, we can buy them a drink, we can argue, recruit, and so on, trade junk. But if we just back out of this for now we can see she's a chemist. After speaking to her, we can see she's a chemist, so she might be quite handy to take along with us, and so on. If we interact with this dude here now, we can see he's a bounty hunter, but he's a repairman as well. So, yes, that's what I advise you to do first of all. Just press square once on them, find out what they are. Because sometimes, the first time I did this, I bought him a drink and then he just disappeared. I was like, where's he gone? So if you kind of back out of that, now you can see their different skills. Veterinarian, because you do get pets in this game as well. You can carry like a dog with you and so on. And so she's an animal handler. There you go. So if you had a pet, you'll need someone like her on your team as well. And this uncovers if they're good or bad as well. So right, he's a hired gun. Look at that mask. That's so dodgy, isn't it? And so on. Okay, I think the people you want is someone with no kind of faction. Yeah, she's no good. She's faction Tyrannus. He might be good, repairman. So let's have us interact with him. Let's see if we can hire him. How do we hire? Delivery. Oh no, he's not that one. Sorry. Right, spend 100 scrap for information on a bounty. Oh no, okay, right. We can't hire him. Right, hold on. Oh, we can hire this guy though. But he's with Milsec. I don't know who Milsec is, but... Alright, we're hiring for now. Let's hire him then. Right, the crew intellect has gone up by 1. Strength in numbers. Right, you have 2 people taking turns driving, so yeah, exactly. So we would get less fatigued quicker, yeah, you know what I mean? Right, that's good. So back out that. Now we've got a team member here, as you can see down here. Hold on 1 second. Here he is. Now we can't equip him because he hasn't got no gear at the moment, that's the problem. Well, we've got nothing, so I don't know how we buy gear. I think we probably have to go into the store and see if they're selling what he's selling. And as you can see, he's selling mostly like meds, flour, eggs, venison, that kind of stuff. So we'll have to find a shop who kind of sells guns and equipment, that kind of thing. Right, okay, that's pretty much that for that. So if we go and if we leave the city, if we sorry, plot a course to, we'll get that land deed, don't we? So that's Reedville. Right, yeah. So you have like these things on the map you can explore, like the question mark. It's a side story, but I don't know what it is. And we can go to here and loot the stuff from here, so might have some good stuff stashed here, so it might be worth just setting a target point and going down there. Also, got to watch our fuel. You've got to buy fuel and make sure we have enough to travel around as well. That's a thing. Yeah, like I say, it's a very different. It's not a regular trucking game, Yeah, and your relationships building as you're driving as well. So obviously talking to each other and, The supply cache is good as new after all. What kind of maniac would go digging in the dirt and the Dustlands? Okay, there we go. We acquired scrap 500. Awesome. So that's worth coming here. Right, let's continue. No, actually stop. We've got to do a new waypoint now, haven't we? So if we go on the map now. Right, we want to head to, what is it? This one here, isn't it? Tyrannus. Yeah, we need to head there to pick up our land deed. I don't know if I've got enough fuel, but let's go to this town to begin with, just to make sure I've got enough fuel. Right, first encounter with an aeroplane camp. Right, what is this? Oh, airplane camp, okay. You spot a crashed airplane. Someone seems to have made a camp out of the wreckage. Oh, here we go, this could be the combat then. Approach them or ignore them? Probably best to ignore them, but I'm going to approach them. Right, it seems like these people are simple travellers, resting for a spell before they continue their journey. They give you a friendly wave when they see you approach. Okay, cool, that's good then. No bandits. We can rob them, but our virtue goes down obviously, so we'll chat to them. What do you want to chat about? Now I'm guessing, if we talk about cooking, our cooking will go up, possibly. There we go, acquired recipe for candied root veg, okay. Sorted, okay then. It's all good. Right, we've arrived in Reedville. Okay, in the middle of the town there's a small pond, lush, seemingly connected to an aquifer. The pond, lush, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Right, when you roll into town, an older gentleman waves you down. Are you folks also couriers? He jogs up to the window of your cab. I've got a shipment here for next town over, but my trailer's full up. Would you do me a huge favour and deliver it for me? You trust a total stranger with this? Hey, we're all peers, aren't we? Why even be in this business if you can't trust your fellows? That's a good point. Okay, sure. What do you need us to do then? Deliver fuel, yeah? Okay. Nothing too complicated. Just deliver these fuel tanks over to the next town. All right then, lovely. So there we go, made friends already. That's pretty much the game, guys. Like, there's a lot more to it. Like I say, the combat, I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, I haven't seen the combat. The combat's in the trailer a little bit. You can see a bit of combat in here. I think it's possibly turn-based. We've just leveled up this guy here as well, attributes, so we can put it into something. Speech is at 10. I don't know if 10's the maximum. I don't think so, man. I think we can upgrade it as well, yeah. So for now, I think survival's pretty mandatory, so I'm going to go for some attack as well, because there we go, attack +2, right? Okay. Oh look, we can pick here random bad trait, random good trait. Oh, I've got no trait points. Okay, so we get trait points and we can select just random. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah guys, like I say, I'll leave that video there. I just don't make it too long. It's very much like Oregon Trail with like a different spin, using trucks and wasteland and a bit of scavenging, a bit of fighting, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like I said, lots to it, lots to it. Very in depth, man. All right, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, you want to smash that like button, I appreciate it. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, that'd be brilliant as well. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.